Thank you, Chairman Lowenthal, Ranking Member Gosar, and distinguished members of the committee. My name is Mike Williams. I am with the BlueGreen Alliance. On behalf of my organization, our partners, and the millions of members and supporters they represent, I want to thank you for convening this hearing today. The BlueGreen Alliance unites America's largest labor unions and its most influential environmental organizations to solve today's environmental challenges in ways that create and maintain quality jobs and build a stronger, fairer economy. Our partners strongly believe that Americans should not have to choose between a good job and a clean environment. We can and we must have both. The expansion of offshore wind is a demonstrable example of this principle. America's offshore wind industry is growing, creating quality, family-sustaining jobs and helping to drive the nation's clean energy future. By supporting a wide variety of workforce development strategies targeted at this growing sector, including union training and apprenticeship programs, H.R. 3068, the Offshore Wind Jobs and Opportunity Act, will ensure that workers have the access to training they need to take advantage of this emerging industry. The potential for responsible offshore wind development in the U.S. is substantial. According to the U.S. Department of Energy, if we used even 1% of the nation's technical potential offshore wind capacity, it could power nearly 6.5 million homes. We have the technology to harness wind power off the coast of at least half of our states, and the industry is expanding both internationally and domestically at a rapid rate. The United States' first offshore wind farm, the Block Island Wind Farm off the coast of Rhode Island, was completed and fully operational by the end of 2016 and is projected to produce more than 125,000 megawatt hours of electricity per year, enough electricity to power 17,000 homes. Projects like this have tremendous potential to create and sustain quality union jobs. They rely heavily on advanced manufacturing and skilled labor for construction, installation, operations, and maintenance. The Block Island Wind Farm, for example, created over 300 jobs in Rhode Island alone for local unionized craftsmen in 10 different building trades locals working for 30 unionized contractors and subcontractors. This was thanks in large part to the project labor agreement in place. This innovative new project and even bigger projects, much bigger projects in development in states like Connecticut, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island has the potential to dramatically expand job creation in a relatively untapped sector domestically. As these states lead the way and demonstrate the job-creating capacities of offshore wind, more and more states are likely to follow suit, growing the need for a qualified workforce, not only in the construction of these projects, but in operation and maintenance, manufacturing, and across the offshore wind supply chain. Estimates put the job creation potential off the Atlantic coast alone at between 133,000 and 212,000 jobs per year in the United States. The National Renewable Energy Laboratory cites that the Atlantic states could create $200 billion in new economic activity, as well as over 43,000 high-paying permanent jobs just by developing a small fraction of their offshore wind potential. In order to truly capture the full benefits and potential of these projects, we've identified 4 principles for governments and companies to follow. First, we must ensure quality job creation by making sure projects are built by skilled workers that are paid family-sustaining wages, with project labor agreements in place and with materials manufactured here at home. Second, we cannot stress the importance of the supply chain enough. One of the most critical components of the job creation potential for the offshore wind sector is the vast manufacturing supply chain that offers major opportunities for growth in a variety of sectors. As the industry grows, sourcing components domestically represents a significant opportunity to help revitalize American manufacturing. Third, recent research has valued the global wind operations and maintenance market at $12 billion in 2018 and has predicted that the market to rise to $21 billion within the next 5 years. As the need grows for an operations and maintenance workforce, we must ensure that jobs throughout the life cycle of a wind farm are quality, family-sustaining jobs. And fourth, as the offshore wind industry grows, it is equally important to ensure that projects are developed responsibly with strong protections in place for coastal and marine wildlife. We support the development of science-based best management practices for offshore wind development and believe that environmental mitigation must be a key priority for any project. The offshore wind industry holds great potential for creating good-paying jobs while producing clean, renewable energy. As more wind farms spring up off America's coasts, demands for the highly skilled workers needed to complete these innovative projects will grow as well. The Offshore Wind Jobs and Opportunity Act will play a significant role in providing the skills needed for workers to break into this growing field. We look forward to working with this committee, with Mr. Keating, to advance this important legislation. Thank you again for the opportunity to testify.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.